here with you, and today I'm here to do some Christmas cards using some of the wonderful goodies that I got from Lifescraft. Go and check out in the description box below the link to the products I'm going to be using, and as well the discount code. So if you go and shop, don't forget to use the discount code. I'm very excited to be using these, and I also pulled out some of the other goodies that I had gotten in the previous order that they sent me. And these are the new things, as well as these little guys. So I pulled out my little sidekick because I thought we could have fun with these. And I've got some recycling cards to do, as well as these two things here, which are stamps. The Christmas stamps that were good for the US. And I just thought it was such a great image that it would be really pretty on a card. So that's what we're going for. Now, my desk is a total disaster. It happens. I think it's not going to be cleaned up and good until probably the end of the holiday season. Well, at least till I get on vacation, and well, between Christmas and New Year I should be able to start cleaning it up. Right now it's like a tornado has hit it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I believe that's the, you know, it's what happens when you're being creative, and I don't have a lot of time, so I don't necessarily put all the stuff away, and then it just piles on. So my desk is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's pretty bad. But this being said, let's get going. I've got 5 cards, and I'm gonna put the timer, and it's gonna be whichever one comes first, the 5 cards or the timer going off. So let's get going. Now I thought this would be really pretty with these, and we could, let's see. I have some red card base, and there's white in here, so I don't have to cover the white, which is really awesome, because it's not like the craft stuff that you absolutely need to cover the white. So I think this is gonna work out pretty awesome. So we're gonna cut it here and cut it here. I really love those little tags. They could be used on gifts, but obviously I'm going to use them on cards because, you know, cards. So that's this, and this is going to be my image. Isn't he pretty? So cute. Okay, so I don't know which way I wanted him. Now, I also got at the dollar store, I was able to find this pack of Christmas paper, and it's a strange, you know, it's the 6 by 4.5, but it was only $1.50, so I had to take it. I'm thinking that I might have some paper in here that might look good on here. If I was to do this, would that look good? I'm thinking of using this Merry Christmas. No, it's not the best. This one has kind of a gold foil to it, but not the best either. I'm gonna have to look through my other papers. I have this here, but so far, like, I have no designer paper, which in itself is not a problem. but unless we make our own designer paper. So let's try this out and we shall see if that works out. So as you know, I had gotten a beautiful stencil, which would be amazing for this. Just looking for some sort of paper or something I can put underneath. I'll put this, and then I've got some white. This is white quick fluid chalk ink. I've had this in my stash forever, so it's going to be good to use it up, and hopefully it's going to work with this. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And so that's the fun part. Oh, you can't even see me. That's the fun part of having a stencil, is that you can make your own paper. Sorry about that. And then I like putting them so that they kind of come out of the edge. Looks more, I don't know, more complete, more like a full piece of paper. Just be careful not to hit the other little snowflakes, because you don't want those on. Isn't that pretty so far? I'm really liking it. And of course I'm putting it all over my fingers, and this means that at the end of the day I'm gonna have some all over the place. So let me just put a baby wipe. And I hurt myself just prior to the video. I managed to get this snagged onto something, and it hurts like you have no idea. Okay, so I want some smaller ones as well, just big ones. I'm going very lightly. I'm trying not to go back too much so that I don't make a mess of things. Clearly, if I wipe it up down a bit, maybe that's going to help. Okay, and then let's see, because this is either going to go that way or that way. I think this way. Now, like, none of my snowflake is really showing here. I'm glad I get to use this chalk because, like I said, I don't use it often, so it's a nice change. That's going to be very pretty, I think. Maybe another one here. And one here. And I'm off camera again. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is what my paper looks like. I think it turned out pretty good. Let me see if I can lift this up a bit. Yeah, maybe like this. And now you see my lap, which is not better, but at least you get to see more. And then I can zoom in a bit. Whoops, the opposite. Just like that. That's better. Okay, so that's that piece, and I think it turned out pretty awesome. So let's check it out with this. And it's gonna go like that. And I'm gonna put this on there and that. Oh, I like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna try not to make a mess of this thing. I should have pulled out my heat tool just to set it and make sure that it wasn't gonna do this, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to have to pull it out. So I'm just gonna wing it and be careful as much as possible. But even if there's a bit of white, it doesn't really matter. And then I'm gonna put this part here, the little reindeer, I'm not quite sure how I should put him, with what type of tape and things, because of the fact that it's a release type of paper. I don't know if it's gonna stick. Yeah, nothing is not sticking to it. Let's try some glue, some actual glue. I probably don't need too much because, let's be honest, nobody's going to be pulling on this like crazy, but still want it to hold properly. Okay, so oops, turn this over. So for all my Canadian friends, if you have American friends and you buy these stamps, then you can use the little reindeer. And I think I'm going to put it that way. And it comes with the twine, and I didn't use the twine last time, but this time I think it's going to be pretty with it. I also have the little charms that I had. I don't know if there's one that could be pretty with this, like a little reindeer one. Or maybe it's a bit too much. I'm going to cut the tail. then let's see. This is just as bad as doing cross stitching. I'm putting through the thread at the beginning. Trying to figure out if I'm gonna like it or not. I don't think so, because I don't want to hide the Merry Christmas, so I think I'm going to leave it that way. And I'm actually going to use these things, which are raised, these foam, so that my sentiment is raised a bit, because I think that will be prettier. So here we go. So this is our first card. This is our first card. Isn't it pretty? I like it. Okay, so now we have another reindeer. But I'd like not to do the card exactly the same way, so let's try to find something different to do with this little guy. I could leave more white. If I was to leave more white, and I have this little strip, which is nice paper. It's a bit shiny. So I could use that and use this little guy. And then what do I use? Do I use one of their others? Like this one? Merry Christmas. And I was thinking here, these little dies, I think if I run them through, it should give me, I just need to cut this off so I don't hurt myself. And remove this one. Okay, so I'm thinking that if I was to run this through, I could make my own little snowflakes. And I could make them seems shameful to waste a tag, but at the same time I would really like the snowflake to be the same color, so let's go for it. There is a little snowflake there too, but still I would like to have one that I can put through. And I really love the Sidekick because it's small, portable, and these little dies are going to be perfect for it. You just install it. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to put my little die, and maybe I can actually run 2 of them if I'm smart about it. Hopefully it's going to work. So I should have a little snowflake. I do. also have the counterpart, which is very pretty. I'm being very delicate because I don't want to damage it. Okay, here we go. Got this gorgeous little snowflake, and it's just the right color with the rest of my stuff. And I believe I can do another one here, hopefully. And I'm using the ones that I wouldn't use so much. Like the Santa face is not one that I'm thinking I would have used. So I think it works out pretty good. And then I can just push it out slowly but surely. And what's fun with these is that you can make, you can do them in whichever color you want, obviously. So you can make it so that it matches whatever you're doing. So it doesn't have to be used as the balloon, as you can see. I would like it in a set of 3. So we'll run it once more. What did I do with my other plate? Huh? I like that it's such a small, I'm sorry if I'm shaking, it's such a small machine that it doesn't take as much room on my desk, which is already very cluttered. So that's very useful. Put that aside. And I love using stuff for different purposes. Like for example, these tags. If there's some tags that you're not going to be using and you know you're probably never going to use, might as well use them for some other purpose. You could always give them out, but it's kind of fun in this case to be able to match the color of what I was going with, you know? Like it matches. Okay, so let's do this properly. Let's just I don't even want to cut with my guillotine. I'm being lazy. So I'm just gonna ring it like this, and then just cut the bottom part. And then, so then I can put that down. I can tell we're not going to make as many cards today, but that's okay. I think we'll have made some that are different and giving you guys some ideas on how to use stuff that you might not have thought of using. Pencil mark. So I'm glad I'm using this piece, which was a leftover. And then I can put my 3 little snowflakes going down like so, thinking. And then I could put the Merry Christmas here and put the little twine. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do it. And I could put even a little bling, tiny little bling if I can find one. Might be pretty. Okay, so clean that off. Center hem, and then I'll use the wonderful glue that I got as a gift. Whoops, this is art glitter glue. Super grateful, and it has a very tiny and precise little nozzle, so that you can actually put the glue where you need it. This is pretty awesome stuff. Oh shoot, I put it the wrong way. Oh well, it's gonna be that way, and that's it, because there's a bit of white. The glue will dry clear, so no big deal that right now some is showing. So I really don't want my little snowflake to lift up. So put it here. I probably don't need to put as much, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's supposed to dry clear, so we won't see it anyway at the end of the day. Okay, so that is good. Put this in it. And then for this, I'm thinking I'm going to lift it up as well, and I can use the leftover little twine that I have here. And just use that piece. Come on. I'm making my life a little bit more difficult, but I don't want to have this left over, and I don't like to waste. Okay, we got it. I knew we would. I should say I would. Okay, so that. Now I'm going to use the little foam again. And I think we're going to have time for one more card, and that's going to be it. Maybe, I'm not even sure. Okay, so there is the sentiment, and I have some bling. I would like to have a tiny little bling, little red bling maybe. I have some that are tinier in this sheet. Kind of sad because these sheets, I had so many of them. I gotten them at the dollar store like a long time ago, and they have never come back with these, which is kind of sad because they were just like awesome, because you had all kinds of different sizes on the same sheet. But yeah, so here's my card. Didn't that turn out really awesome? Out of stuff that usually would have gone into the recycling bin, which is the little reindeer, because let's be honest, it's just the leftover piece of whatever, you know, the back of the stamp. Okay, so for this, we're just gonna use part of this here, actually. Kind of sad. I would like to use this, but I can't because of the edge. So let's remove that part of the edge. Let's remove this part of it, and maybe we can still use the bottom part. I'm going to remove this portion of it. Like I said, I think I can still use, because now it doesn't show except here that, you know, it was part of anything. But I like the Joyeuse Fête, so I really would like to keep it. And maybe we can hide, I don't know. I don't know if we even need to kind of to hide it, honestly. Feeling I cut crooked. Yeah, I did. Okay, so this could be a card in itself, and it has already the sentiment on it, which is awesome, and it's already all sparkly and everything, which is also awesome. So here we go, very easy peasy. And then for this one, we'll use that. And I'm wondering if I have something that I could put with it. Like if I could put some ribbon or something. Okay, so because I did bring some pieces of ribbon that I had in my stash. What about no, it's not gonna work out. I could put a brad to hold it. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So I think it's gonna stay just like that. Is there any of the sentiments that I could put? These are, no, they're not quite the same. Oh no, they are the same. What am I saying? So, is there any that I could use on this? I kind of like the black one. This one is pretty as well. It's just that this is a lot of silver and I'm not feeling this because of the silver. No, it's gonna stay that way because I'm just not feeling anything else working with it. But here are the 4 cards we made. I was lucky with these 2 that I was just able to plug them down and that was it. But I really love how those 2 turned out. I hope you've enjoyed them and it gave you some ideas on how to make your own papers and stuff. And I am looking forward to reading your comments. Go and check out the Lifescraft the website, as well as their discount code and all the good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff there, and as you can see, you can use the dyes in all kinds of different ways. So fun times. So that's it, guys, and have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.